Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I want to thank everybody for all your beautiful comments. I was just a speed reading through them right now for the last couple hundred that I haven't had a chance to comment back on, but I read them every day because I appreciate you guys taking the time to do that, and it just fills me with so much gratitude and contentment and happiness. And it's all about tapping in to each other to help one another make the right choices all day, using guidance from one another and inspiration from one another. All of those things that let us know we have all that we need to make every single day a great day when we wake up. And again, I'm always talking about sometimes when we wake up, we're a little misty-eyed, foggy-headed, and heavy, and I knew it was going to be 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit today. I was like, oh, I have to run errands, and everybody knows what it is like to get in and out of a hot car, and I was like, oh, is it going to be like melting time? But I was just patient and calm and allowed for extra time and was able to greet the day with ease. And hopefully you guys are taking time to do that for yourselves, because I had the most whacked out experience viewing this woman coming into a store today. I was just got in the store, and somebody commented to this other woman who was obviously overheated and agitated, something about, oh, you forgot to put your mask on or something. I'm not kidding you. This woman just started dropping the F-bomb and telling the other person she hopes they die. It was the craziest thing I've ever witnessed. And this was like a clothing store. I was like, it wasn't like the DMV where, that stuff sometimes pops up. It was a clothing store, but it was really odd. And I thought that's the thing. People that don't let themselves greet the day calmly and patiently and give themselves time and hydrate and look forward to things, instead of seeing things as tasks, they get very, very defensive and in attack mode. And it creates a little bit of craziness. So what I thought I'd look into today for you guys is what's happening in August. Hopefully we're all going to be filled with gratitude and kindness for another month here on this earth. And I love summertime. I love the benefits of just being able to walk outside in a t-shirt and shorts and have all the animals out, and a warm summer breeze, and I just feel healthy and alive in the summer. I really, really love it. So hopefully you guys are having some contentment with this season. We're going to see what's coming in August for you, because I feel like a lot of nice things are coming on right now. And big time, I am hearing visualize, visualize, visualize. Remember, wherever we're on our path right now is all right, because growth is a process. Sometimes during the day, I'll take a step back if I'm overtaxing myself, or I'm trying to integrate too many people's energies, like I'm trying to answer too many questions, go in too many directions. I have to include my higher self in all these transactions and come from a soul place, not an ego place. Our ego thinks we know everything. Our soul knows we do not, and we have to research and double check and move things slowly and considerately for others as well as ourselves, right? So remember, it is a process. Everyone is also in a different place on their journey. So we need to realize that, nobody is better than or less than. We are all kind of just in different participating circles right now, right? So let's celebrate and tap into our inner lights right now, because it's more important than ever. And find things that are meaningful for ourselves, and be accepting and honoring in others, and protect ourselves and really speak our truth right now, because I always feel like August is the gear up month and preparation month. It brings us into that Virgo energy of being organized, cooling off, getting a little more methodical. I actually had some of this this new moon that's taking place right tonight. I need to get some of my things in order when it comes to my Etsy store, my jewelry, and all my things, and put everything in an organized cart and know where things are. And I have to say, today I had a lot of orders, and it was like clockwork. It was so beautiful. I had all my stuff stacked right on there with my tape, my scissors, sat down, everything was all organized. I pulled each drawer out with each piece for each person that I had ready the night before. Literally took me like 10 minutes to package up. 7 or 8 things were normally, when I'm cutting out things, I'm looking for scissors. It was just very streamlined and organized. And I look forward to doing things where I'm not looking and grasping and searching wildly, right? It's almost like when your whole life is a junk drawer, things get crazy. So this is definitely Virgo energy that's starting to come in for everybody. And we're starting to, perceive things a little differently. So our 3 choices, just one moment, I'm going to put on my ring as well. I'm so excited because this is Hagen's birth month. He's born on the 31st, so I'm excited for him to do little surprises and plans for him. Okay, you guys, so here are our choices. We have your path, have courage to follow your own path. Number 2, spiritual insight, sacredness. And number 3, Moonlore, ebb and flow. And I just chose a few items that I wanted around for symbolism. You know, I love clear crystal quartz and my pendulum, butterfly. I just finished setting this. This is a really significant AAA grade, beautiful citrine stone that is the only one I have. I'm going to put it in the store if I can convince myself to let go of it. It's my birthstone and I love it. And I know as soon as I put anything citrine related when it comes to pendants in the store, they just disappear. So that will be in there as well, you guys. Buddha, relaxation, centeredness, spirituality, and all of that. So I'm going to let you guys make your choice. And if the numerics help as well, there's a 36, a 32, and a 23. And I'm going to have a brief sip of coffee and let you guys make your choice. Okay, I got this best iced coffee. I'm so excited. It's made with almond milk and it's so delicious, and I like to have it in the evening. Okay, you guys, we are going to start with your path. Now, right away, this is saying really have the courage to follow your path. Now, if you have parents, if you have teachers, if you have older siblings, whatever, anybody that's always trying to maneuver and put their 2 cents in and kind of get the reins away from you and tell you where you should go in life, know it is your path. Nobody's going to experience your life quite like you do, nor should they be trying to run it. So a lot of you guys are kind of like trying to truth seek right now for what you really want and let your path be guided by your creative gifts, your passions, and your drives, not where other people want you to go. You know, if you come in from a long line of doctors and they're pushing medical school and you really just, you know, you want to go study at the Sorbonne or something of that nature, it's like, let's really, really hold our cards close to our chest. We don't need people that are, you know, just trying to tell us what to do. It is your passion. So you get to decide. You run the show 100%. So be patient and trust that the actions you have taken are going to produce good results, and know at any time you can shift, pivot, and change your mind. It is your life. You are not glued to any one area. You know, if you're taking a course of study and you decide it's just not for you, if you're at a certain university, it's just not working for you. Whatever is happening when you're trying to readjust in August, you're going to really know how to, okay, let me get back aligned with what I want, not what others want. And I am going to pull one more card of these because I love this. Acceptance. Hallelujah. You know, the cycle of life. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be right now. Let's quit trying to swim against the tide constantly and think we have to be somewhere else other than where we are, you know, educational wise, monetary wise, geographic wise. Let's have some contentment and satisfaction with life, right? I really feel that when we take time out and celebrate the stability we have, the joy we have, the happiness, the friends and family, life has a really good, you know, quality to it. Let's get that perspective, okay? The attitude of gratitude, because that's huge. Simple, you know, what's 2 things right now you're happy about? What made you smile today? What do you love about yourself? What do you love about your parents, your children, your friends? What are you thankful for? All of that, right? Accepting it. This is what I have. I'm so lucky. You know, gratitude, attitude of gratitude. And I just feel compelled to pull 2 cards. I feel like, let me flip that. Oh, we got a ace of coins over here. Okay. So right here, yeah, this is talking about, this is big time. I feel like a lot of you guys right now, especially because you have this as well as your path, that you have a strange fear, and or you do have real people that just aren't supporting you the way they should at the moment. The 7 of Wands is you standing up for yourself, your values, where you want to go, living your own life, you setting the path for you. You know, no perfectionism. Don't put off things that you can start right now because you're afraid somebody else is going to say something. Set little goals and celebrate achieving them. And if people aren't right there cheering on with you, don't worry. It doesn't negate the fact that you are moving forward and you're doing well. Some people just have this kind of like fantasy, pre-produced future for their children, for their whatever, for their relatives, for their friends. And it's really none of their business what someone's life path is going to be, unless it's extraordinarily harmful. You know, like somebody's like, oh, I need to drop LSD 24 hours a day and trip out, you know, in Tibet and all alone with no money. You know, it's like, things that are within reason. Let people choose their own vocations. And if they're not being supportive, quit. Do not keep bringing it up. Do not look for their validation. It has to come from within you. If you know it's something you want and it's your goal, that's it. Take the worry out. We need to stop letting worry hold us back. Set your mind on your goal. Break the goal down on paper, look at it from a third person view, and then write down the 3 reasons you believe in yourself and start moving forward. And again, who cares about the outside validation? Not necessary. You're going to push through this August. You're going to make choices that you didn't think were capable of making, big choices. I'm buying this house. I'm buying this car. I'm taking this course. I'm flying to this area of the world. I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm going to visualize best case scenarios. I know at any given time, I'm always allowed to feel the way I feel. This is huge on setting boundaries, letting go of things that don't serve you, treating your body the way you want, prioritizing your needs big time, and saying no to, I'm sorry, I don't want to be your human resource. I don't want to drive you everywhere, be your ATM. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you're just always like paying for them, or you're always doing something for them and it's not your own offspring or child, there could be a problem there. You don't want friendships where you are absolutely always being the ATM, always being the Uber, always being the agony aunt. Okay, take a look at these friendships. We need to know and have a voice in who we're going to allow into our space. And I feel like you're going to just kind of be getting rid of all this excess that doesn't belong. Big time simplification so you can have uber focus and bring in all the things that are important and have meaning in your life. Again, letting go of things. You're really going with the universal flow of life, and the right people in the right situations are going to be brought to you. You don't have to do massive planning because the universe is going to bring you to where you need to be at the right time. All you need to do is trust. That's it, because you're going to have the strength. And with this acceptance, that's really everything. Just accepting where you are right now. You don't need to know all the whys. You don't need to know all the particulars, because you're advancing, and you're advancing beautifully. And it's all those small steps that really matter, right? Sometimes divine timing may differ from our ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to our ego, just be patient and trust the universal flow, because that's one of my issues too, is patience. But I realize once I know that it's arriving, I change my perspective of looking forward to it and feeling gratitude for that, and then everything is quite different. So a lot of success on your personal journey in August, Group 1. So beautiful energy, you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you subscribe over here and then you come follow me on Instagram, you're automatically entered in all the contests. This week, I'm going to be posting today what this week's prize is going to be. So I'm excited about that. And if you need a private read or anything else, the little gray arrow will bring you down to all our links, as well as the Etsy store. I'll have some new things posted in there because I got some beautiful stones yesterday that I'll be working with tonight. So love and light to all of you guys. Again, thank you to my patrons and all supporters over on Etsy. I appreciate your feedback too. You guys make me laugh so hard with your feedback. You crack me up. You know you the goddesses when you got your bling blings on. It's so funny. You're like me. We are just mad for stones. So number 2 is spiritual insight, sacredness. Right away, I feel like if you chose this is part and parcel of your journey, your spiritual insight, your intuition, coming from ego, small things that brighten your day, right? Spirituality is all about noticing all the simple things: fresh bed sheets, sunny days, friends, warm coffee, great songs, sweet messages, hobbies, adventures, houseplants, every little thing that we look around and go, that thing's awesome and I'm happy it's in my life, right? That's everything that we appreciate comes from a spiritual place. And we also know that big time, we're treating ourselves the way that we should in a lot of areas, a lot of sacred space, a lot of boundaries, starting to live a very fulfilling and meaningful life. So, wow, yeah, your next card for this is abundance is coming in. So if any of you guys feel recently shortchanged monetarily, emotionally, whatever it is, if you felt like, you're the giving tree, here we go. All of a sudden it's like, wow, I feel like now there's a tree that grew on top and now it is shedding, literally shedding money, literally shedding sunlight, all these things down on you, all this abundance. However you picture and feel abundance is to you and what's necessary for you at this time. I always feel like abundance is time to savor things, because I used to have a terrible habit and still have to watch myself for this pre-programmed trigger to just like eat while I'm driving, like to get that meal out of the way, like it's a hardship, or try to multitask and not really savor or get the whole delicious flavor out of everything that's going on. Like, I absolutely love listening to my favorite readers when I first got up. But what I noticed I was doing was I was also Instagramming and answering emails at the same time. So I wasn't really hearing important information because of that. And when I just have coffee and listen, it's so peaceful. It sinks in. I hear every word. I love it. So this is, that's when I feel abundant, when I have time to savor what I want to savor. And you're going to be doing that in August, because this is kind of like a turning point, knowing that, people are going to kind of be going back into the fall. And I always feel like that's September is kind of like work month, school month, sort of the end of vacation time to set yourself up right. I feel like you'll be really organized, and timing will be excellent for you. You're going to really tune in your inner voice and be aware of any gut feelings, flashings, knowings, things that are saying, aha. They're going to come through and they're going to guide you, and they're going to bring you this abundance. I feel like it's knowledge at the right time. I feel like it's those nice little nudges from the universe. See, pages, yeah, there's your messages, pages of sword. Really beautiful high thought patterns that help you and guide you to, whatever it is, your goals. And again, we're knowing little things like all these small steps. We don't have to achieve everything straight away. It's okay to build on skills over time. That's a big thing for a lot of you, because you think you need instant results and or instant perfection, expert level. Not so. Just a little bit. Accept and forgive yourself for not doing everything all at once or understanding everything. We only achieve things by, okay, bite-sized morsels. I got this. I understand. Next, right? Set the little goals and celebrate achieving them. Oftentimes I would do this, and I feel like that's how you get satisfaction out of your day. You make something, do something, or produce something. Celebrate that. The fact that you sat down and you wrote part of a paper that's due, that you cleaned your kitchen, that you fed all the animals in your house, whatever, is really celebrate that. You put effort and love into what you're doing, so celebrate yourself. And you will actually get some nice feedback on this. Really relax, set your goal, maybe break it down on paper. I like to do that. And just know that you have whatever it takes to do whatever you want. But you do have messages coming to you that are going to be very helpful. Anytime you need to pause, this is really nice. You're going to pause, and that's when your answers are going to come to you. This happens to me every night right before I go to sleep. I shut everything down in my brain and I slow down. When I'm listening to music or looking at artwork or pictures, all the answers that I need to kind of have full closure for the day and what I need to do come back to me. And then I feel such a sense of ease and calm. So really provide yourself. August, you're going to realize, listen, this is going to be my ultimate month to relax before I get back into the swing of things. I'm really going to savor the calm, the moments. I'm going to push away people, places, and things that inundate me, that overwhelm me, that are too much chatter, noise, busyness, or any of that. I want to cultivate a sense of calm. And the way I do this is I say, okay, here's my boundaries. I'm not saying yes to everything. It's important to stand your ground, especially when you're in a position of an advantage too. You're learning, you're thriving. Nobody is second guessing you, bothering you, or basically polluting your energy, right? This is good protection time for your energy. And then, you're going to be on watch to go out and really set forth with these boundaries strong and get what you need. Visualize your desire and take actionable plans to go after it, because you're ready. I feel like you're really going to have this turning point right at the end of August. You'll be situated, rested, feeling really good, strong spiritual insights, grounded, solid, simple kind of existence at this point. You don't feel harried, you don't feel hurried, and you don't feel inundated. So you're just kind of letting your path be guided to you, and your creative gifts showing up, and your passions and your drive, and by visualizing, it's all going to come to you. And I just feel like much more calming. Simple things like a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. When we protect and care for them, we feel good, right? That's it. We start there, and then we never stop learning as well, because when we think we know everything, we don't know anything, because we stop listening. The hermit always knows that. That's why he gets his light out and he starts studying and finding out about things. And you're going to start believing in yourself and all the things that and you're going to focus on what is within your control and let go of the things that aren't, because they don't make a difference at this point, because again, they are out of our control. Like very specifics and timings and all of that, and just kind of like having a healthy perspective. When it comes, que sera, sera. So beautiful energy group too. Yeah, just very pleasing, calming energy for you for sure. So that is you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you guys want a private read. I get your reading back to you within 48 hours. I make a video just like this based on your questions. If you want to go to my Etsy store, the links are also down there, with all the lovely handcrafted jewels and crystals. And if you guys ever want to DM me over on Instagram what properties are, I actually have a tutorial going on right now on my Patreon on crystals and also tarot, if you want to take a look over there too. And it's, I just feel like sometimes I'm very guided to just grab a specific stone. A lot of times it's citrine because that is the happy stone, the good fortune, the abundance stone, and it also clears all negativity like in your aura space as well as any other stones that you're wearing. That and kyanite both have that property, which is really, really nice. So I'm loving that for you guys too. And I feel like this group too, that amethyst will be a great stone for you this month. It's a great spiritual stone. It keeps us away from addictive and harmful behaviors. There's something that is calming. It just kind of like gets us on our highest vibration and focal point that says, no, that's enough of that. That's a little overindulgent. That's a little whatever. My big thing, and I have to watch it for my addiction now, is when I get on Instagram, I start scrolling and I would just want to see everything, about birds, about Henry Cavill, about everything in the whole universe. If you guys are an IG follower, you know I love me some Henry Cavill, and he tried to build a computer the other day, and I was like, dude, I'm like, you don't have all night to be watching Henry build a computer. You have work to do. Whatever it is that you know you might be overindulging is time to also release there, you guys. Beautiful. So now we're on to number 3. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and then we're going to start. And I love Moonlore came up on this new moon. I love new moons because I always feel like there's a crisp, really clear, simplified energy that comes through. We really do. I feel like it's time to reduce. You just get, there's so many re's in the new moons, you know, recycle, restyle, refurbish, just really reorganize everything. And I also feel like it's a much calmer energy. I actually get revved up on full moons, but I get very calm and mellow on new moons. There's a lot of clarity within new moons. So Moonlore, I love it. And this is deep and rich, and also, again, symbolism. I feel this group, you're going to see a lot of rabbits, baby rabbits, jackrabbits, and visuals and pictures. A lot, too, are going to kind of be in part and parcel for your journey. Now, this is really what you're focusing on, big time, your life purpose and manifesting your dreams right now. That's funny. I think that one came up for number 1 too. Yeah, your life purpose. You're ready to settle in. Okay, let me focus. Let me turn that screen off. I'm going to check in and listen with my wise voice within. Exercise when I need it. Get more sleep. Deep focus, breath. You know, joy, humility, simplicity, abundance, trust, balance, acceptance. All of those things kind of coming in. And I feel like you guys too, something that helps with this, I love journal prompts for self-love, writing things you like about yourself, your personality. You feel peaceful when, you feel happy or unhappy when, so you can identify things. What is something you want to do every day to build your confidence? I know a lot of people are always like, oh, Mel, I would love to have a YouTube channel and talk about this or that, but I don't feel like I have the skills. If you have a phone and a microphone and you have a voice, you can learn to do anything. You can learn to, you know, moderate your speech and your cadence of speech, and also how you deliver things, just practicing with anything. I'm telling you, when I started this, I spoke so quickly, I don't even think it sounded like English. I would just start laughing when I would listen to my playbacks because I was speaking as fast as an idea or channeling was coming in, and it was literally like, bang! It was a million miles an hour. It was ridiculous until I realized what was happening. Again, who and what are you most grateful for having in your life? Because that is part and parcel for moving forward with our life purpose. Are there people we want to take along on our travels, on our journeys, all of these things? You're manifesting your dreams. And the first thing that starts that all the time is we have to identify what that is. What would we do all day long if money weren't an issue? We'd never get tired and bored of it because we absolutely love it. And how would we go about that? And make it our focus. That's the problem. We can decide we love something, but if we don't make it our focus and in turn put effort and actual, you know, action behind it, not a lot takes place. Everybody can say, I want to be a bestseller, but if you never pick up a pen or sit down at a computer, that's not liable to happen, right? So we're having focus, and when we're having the intention with that, and then we're having the action that goes behind that. So I feel like this is true identification time for a lot of you guys. What would I really want to do? What would make me feel satisfied, fulfilled, and I could do it all the time, right? That was my thing when I was deciding. Oh, I love it. You're gonna have really smart, quick decisions. When I was deciding what I wanted to incorporate, like within my channel, this is beautiful, you guys. I had to write it down because I didn't want to over inundate myself. I knew as soon as people started making requests to do some life coaching, I was like, that is something I could do, because it's pretty much what I do. Everything is about, alleviating unnecessary mental anguish. That's it. It's as simple as that. People create these scenarios in their head that simply aren't true. We know that year 1 through 7, when we're our most impressionable, that is when, unfortunately, that deep groove in our record happens. Our subconscious implants that say we can or cannot have something, we can or cannot be something. Parents, teachers, everybody trying to keep us safe, however, coming from a place of worry and fear, inundate us with all this information. So we always think, oh, I can only go this far socioeconomically, I can only go this far intellectually because so-and-so said. None of that is true. What anybody ever said to us came from a place of protection, and usually fearful protection. So once we realize that, hey, that's just a subconscious implant, I don't have to work within those parameters. Boom, paradigm shift. I can now do anything, be anything, go anywhere, have anything all the time. And guess what you're doing? Exactly that. 10 of Cups doesn't get any better than that. That's absolute fulfillment and satisfaction of you setting your ducks in a row, focusing on one by one, bing, 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 right down the rows. Hey, I want to be emotionally stable. I don't want to invite people into my space that make me crazy. No, thank you. Bye-bye. We don't need drama. We don't need any of that. Bye-bye. Overindulgence, it makes you not feel well. Eating a bunch of junk, garbage, grease, salt, whatever. No, it doesn't make me feel good physically. How about I'm just going to stretch and have a little exercise? Now I feel good physically. Okay, spiritually, am I cleansing and breathing and quieting my mind? That's number one. I feel like once we quiet our mind, guess what? Monkey mind is done. It's no longer saying, look over here, look at this distraction, fill this void every second of every moment. It's sitting and being and feeling, right? That's it. Like, what would be the next best thing that would make me feel great, make me produce something that I'd be proud of, make me say something that would be awesome, make me realize something that I should realize, right? Pauses, joyful moments, that is going to be your raison d'etre for August, and it's going to come to you because of this. Your Queen of Swords, you are ready, you are in place, you have in play the mental faculty to say, hey, that's really distracting and time wasting and ridiculous and silly. I'm no longer going to do that. But oftentimes we have these bizarro patterns we don't even know, and it can be like kind of like self-induced crisis mode, right? We start one thing. This happened to me today for a moment. I got in the car. I do not like extreme heat. The car was 1,000 degrees. Hagen was kind of agitated by the heat too. And I knew I had to find certain things when I went out. I needed them for designs for clients. And so he was agitated. So he was speaking a little negatively. I'm super hot. And then all of a sudden, Ian calls and wants Hagen to come help him on a boat. So then I had to go out of my way, and then all of a sudden I felt myself get all revved out, and I just started taking wrong turns and going the wrong way to a place I'd been 1,000 times. And this is what I mean. It's like we just start to, you ever notice if you think of a negative thought or something that bothers you, like, I'm so hot, I'm going to die, you start to think of something else too, right? Then it takes a physical turn. You start to get a stomach ache or a problem like that. So right away I eradicated, because I recognized what I was doing. I was like, this is an old pattern. Let it go. Who cares? You're in your car. You're with your son. You guys always laugh and you're listening to crazy music. Stop everything and breathe and start over. You always have that choice. That's what the Queen of Swords is. Stop. It's like, see what's going on. T, tell yourself a new story. O, operate differently. And P, patience. Like, you don't have to have everything at this second. It's going to come. I'm always like, stop. And then I'm like, reboot, new perspective. Because I realize how silly it is. And if I saw myself on video, like, getting overheating, getting mad because I was getting lost going to a place I always go to, right? Where the Queen of Swords says, this is crazy. How about you calm down? And you just start over. And no more worrying too, because we need to stop letting worry hold us back. If we can move past it, we get so much more positive stuff done. Who cares what somebody might say about what you're wearing, thinking, writing, feeling? Doesn't matter. You're not doing it for them. This is your time to have this kind of like silver lining moment and enjoy it and bask in it, and never ever feel guilty for having abundance, for having love, for having peace of mind, for having solidarity within your family and your community. You deserve this. Everybody has trials and tribulations and valleys and peaks and at all different times. So always savor it when you're in that sweet spot of life and you're really participating in a loving, great way. Savor it and know that you deserve this. And the Queen of Swords always knows that. I got to this place because I decided I deserve to be here, right? And that's what you're going to be feeling in August. Really robust, big life, good stuff. So that is you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. All my links are down below. If you want to go to my Etsy store, if you want a private read, anything else, all my stuff is down there. Please come over to my Instagram, because if you follow me over there and you've subscribed over here, you're automatically entered in all my contests. And I'm going to be posting this week's giveaway and today's announcement. I'll probably do it actually tonight for the Emerald win, because that'll be posted up there as well. And I always DM the winner, so nobody has to chase anything up. I make it as simple as possible for you guys. And again, thank you for all your love and support and your beautiful comments and your feedback. It's like, it makes my mornings and evenings. It's usually the first and last thing I do to connect with you guys, because you're all trying. That's all we can do in our life is try. We can try to be a little more grounded, centered, and peaceful than we were the day before. And we can do it through listening to people that we love and respect, and understand what it's like. I like to go to a lot of leading psychologists, and Dr. Joe Dispenza and Marissa Peers are beautiful, because they are really ahead of the studies, because Dr. Joe Dispenza understands the energy that's involved. It's not all medical, it's spiritual combined with that, which I find him to be the optimal teacher in anything that we're trying to manifest and bring into our lives. So if you guys haven't seen him on YouTube, go check him out. He's Dr. Joe Dispenza. So love and light to you guys. I'm going to go upload.